the mystery of the inside of the sapun. Never peel a sapodilla before watching this video. Scene 1, opening. Have you ever wondered why the inside of a sapodilla skin is so rough and gritty? Why is it moist even though the outside is so dry? Today, we'll dissect all of these mysteries. We'll even examine under a microscope some of the stones in silver, light brown, and blackish brown. There's even a dark gold color that looks like tiny grains. Get ready, let's discuss each one. Scene 2, Introduction to SAWO fruit. Our focus today is the layer that acts as a bridge between the thin outer skin and the soft flesh of the fruit. Let's agree, so there's no confusion, that we'll call this part the inner skin. Now, but wait a minute, here's something interesting. In the world of science, this part actually has another name. Want to know? Scene 3, Naming mystery, edge fruit flesh. The part we call inner skin is actually scientifically part of the mesocarp, aka the flesh of the fruit. To be precise, it is the outermost flesh of the fruit, which is directly attached to the outer skin. That's why scientists prefer to call it edge flesh. But don't worry, in this video we will still use the term inner skin to make it easier to understand. Because for us who eat fruit, the skin is the part on the edges, right? Scene 4, Rough texture and moisture. Try to pay close attention to the first 10 seconds of the video. While the outer skin of the sapodilla is thin, the inside always feels wet, moist, and sometimes even sticky. Why? First, about its rough texture. Have you ever felt, when eating sapodilla, sometimes the texture is like eating fine sand? Well, that sensation comes from this part. Inside the inner skin, there are things called stone cells, or in scientific language, sclerids. These stone cells are cells with super thick and hard walls. Their function? To strengthen the structure of the fruit. They're like small bones that make the sapodilla fruit not easily crushed. Second, about its moisture. This is what's interesting. The inner skin of the sapodilla contains SAP, or latex. This white sap that sometimes makes our hands sticky is the sapodilla fruit's natural defense system. Imagine, this sap is like super glue that comes out if the fruit is injured. It will close the wound and prevent pests from entering. So, even though the outer skin is dry, inside there is a sap factory that is ready to activate at any time if the fruit is threatened. Scene 5, Color secret, brown versus pale green. What do the brown and pale green colors visible on the inner skin mean? The brown color indicates that the sapodilla fruit is ripe. This occurs because the green pigment called chlorophyll begins to break down and is replaced by other pigments. The riper the sapodilla, the browner it becomes. But why are there still pale green areas? The answer is uneven ripening levels. While still on the tree, parts of the fruit exposed to more sunlight ripen faster. Parts that are sheltered, for example by leaves or attached to the stem, ripen more slowly. Scene 6, the microscopic world, the vessel file. Wow, what's this? Have you seen it all along? There are structures that look like long ropes. They're brown to blackish in color. What do you think they are? These are vascular bundles. These vascular bundles are like highways inside the fruit. Their function is to transport water, minerals, and food to all parts of the fruit. Why are they dark? Because they contain phenolic compounds that oxidize when exposed to air after the fruit is cut. Scene 7, the mystery of the colorful small stones. Now, if we zoom in further, we'll see a fantastic sight. There are small, irregularly shaped objects. Some are shiny black, shiny silver, light brown, blackish brown, and even some are dark gold. What is this again? These are the stone cells, or sclerids that I mentioned earlier. But why are they different colors? First, shiny black and blackish brown. This occurs due to the high accumulation of phenolic compounds, especially tannin. The more tannin, the darker the color. Second, shiny silver. This is an optical effect of the thick, mineral-containing cell walls. Light reflects off their surfaces, making them appear silvery. Third, light brown. These are sclerids that contain fewer compounds or have not been fully oxidized. Fourth, dark gold. This could be due to the accumulation of certain compounds or the effect of lighting. Scene 8. Function of the inner skin, the faithful guard. Its functions are additional protection, food reserve warehouse, and defense factory. Scene 9. Content Hidden Treasure. There are nutritional contents in the inner skin of Sapodilla fruit, such as carbohydrates as a source of fast energy, fibers good for digestion, vitamins such as there is vitamin C for immunity, there is vitamin A for eye health, there is vitamin E as an antioxidant, and vitamin B complex for the body's metabolism. There are minerals like potassium for blood pressure. There are calcium and phosphorus for bones. There is iron to prevent anemia. There are also phytochemical compounds and tannins, which are powerful antioxidants. There are saponins and flavonoids, which also function as antioxidants. These compounds protect our body's cells from damage. Scene 10. Can you eat it or not? After all the explanation above, you must be wondering, so, is the inner skin of the Sapodilla fruit safe to eat? The answer is absolutely safe. Scene 11. Conclusion and closing. So, now you know all the secrets about the inner skin of the Sapodilla fruit, from why it's rough, why it's moist, why it comes in various colors, to what's inside microscopically. So, from now on, remember the incredible scientific journey behind every bite, every texture, every color. Every sensation in your mouth is the result of evolution and nature's perfect intelligence. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, don't forget to like it to encourage us to create more educational content. Subscribe if you haven't already, it's free. Share with your friends who love Sapodilla. I hope this video proves useful and broadens your horizons. Thank you for taking the time to watch. We look forward to seeing you again in the next video. The more we know about the world, the more we will discover we don't know. So keep learning until you're old.